Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever it is in your local time zone. I hope you all can hear me. Can you just give me a small message? Okay. There I see the hands up. Great. Cool. Ah, okay. Amazing. Okay, I think we can start because it's already 8 past 3:30. I always give 5 minutes grace time for people to, come even a bit of 5 minutes late, but still never happens. Like this keep coming at 3:40, 3:45, but we have to start. And I don't want to disrespect you people who are there on time. Okay, so there are like few things to speak today, with which I made a list of it and I announced it also before starting this session. Let me just quickly go through those points so that I will stick to the subject and we will not be going here and there so much. Okay, the first thing is about, I want to give you some market updates now because we are in a very interesting situation right now in the markets. So we have seen a very good rally in the past 2 days. And this was on back of, SEC commissioner saying some very nice things about Bitcoin, that they're not going to ban it and stuff like that. But trust me, actually, it's good. It's good to hear that. It's nice to hear that from United States and coming from SEC. But at the same time, just imagine one logical thing. Ask yourself, can Bitcoin be really banned by anybody? You just can't do that. It is a decentralized currency and it doesn't pass through any centralized bank or anything as such to ban it actually. So if mining is not happening in the United States, it will keep happening in El Salvador. It will keep happening in some other country. So you can't just ban Bitcoin, right? So if SEC commissioner is saying like, okay, like we are not going to ban Bitcoin, what is the big news about that? It's just a kind of like very sentimental news. I get that point. It will push you, and it will give you a new breathe and new fresh air or stuff like that. But that itself doesn't make it a very big news, in my opinion. And many other people are expecting, what is that, electronic traded funds or ETFs of BTC and ETH to be approved, which probably might be getting approved very soon by seeing the kind of adoption that we are seeing every day, which is totally fine. But actually, these things are already understood and these things are already expected by the markets. More and more adoption, if it keeps happening, then such things will also go hand in hand, isn't it? Like if Tesla is not accepting Bitcoin to purchase your Tesla car, someone else is there, like who is accepting your Bitcoins to give you the same kind of goods or something else. Like it seems like in El Salvador, literally you can buy anything. Of course, it's a legal tender there, so it's possible. So that there can be always such kind of things. So that doesn't really excite me about these kind of news. But what kind of news will really change the whole scenario for the crypto industry is about mainstreaming that one as an investment. Like every corporates, there should be some kind of pension funds, because pension funds are huge. I mean, they're really huge in every single country. All the taxes that we pay, some part of it goes to social security system, some part of it goes to like pensions and so many other stuff, right? So if country starts to regulate that one and legalize that, just like anything else, like stock market or something, and once we have these two things, then if big banks and big hedge funds or any kind of funds start to buy it very actively, at least like 1 to 5% of the total portfolio, then this is going to change the game. I think we are going towards that direction, but not there yet. So this is something like which will change the course of the direction for me as far as Bitcoin is concerned. Because when initially when I bought Bitcoin, like in 2 digits, 3 digits, this was just like, kind of like poker games or lottery tickets or something like that. It was not so well organized like it is today, but it's getting there. I mean, like now really Bitcoin is very serious. Just a few days ago, I was in Czech Republic in a very good conferences. I met some very nice people there, coming from very diverse background within blockchain and crypto ecosystem. And I'm just like, when I discuss with people about how Bitcoin is viewed in their country and who exactly is using that and what's the opinion of the older people towards Bitcoin. Actually, it's not so negative like how it used to be like 3 years ago or 4 years ago, because now it's making a lot of noise. It's in the media constantly. So if you keep seeing something for 5 times, 6 times, you will start to make more research about that. Like, because every day you are saying. So initially it is like, if you have a Bitcoin, you are stupid. Now it is like, if you don't have a Bitcoin, you are definitely stupid. So that's how the narrative is changing now, because of the media, because of a lot of people like speaking for Bitcoin, for what it is, and the decentralized nature and the store of value, and giving you the returns which is adjusted to the inflation. Like, if you're just having US dollars, it means nothing. It's the worst ever currency depreciation that world has ever seen. But this will not happen with Bitcoin. So that's why all these things are discussed by even older people now, especially in the Central European region, which was very surprising to me, because normally Central Europe is very conservative when it comes to these digital currencies and stuff like that. But it seems like now it's picking up. It's picking up very fast. And I just went to a good restaurant in Prague, and I could see that they are accepting Bitcoin. So that was something very surprising to me, that even hotels and restaurants, like, they're opening up towards it, towards that possibilities. And many countries do not even have a kind of legal framework, like what is Bitcoin or what is cryptocurrency and how it can be used. So if you see all these things, and if you don't have a Bitcoin, then something is strange with you and something is wrong with you for sure. So that's why everybody should own cryptocurrencies, because the future is very, 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 very bright, very bright. Trust me, it's going to explode like anything. It's not like how some skeptic people tell you that it's there now and maybe tomorrow it will not be there. Just open your eyes and close it and it's gone. Yeah, it's gone for them. It's gone for them, because these people are wrecked before, wrecked now, and they will always be eternally wrecked, right? And we should not follow those losers. I mean, like, we have to follow winners. Whom do you want to follow in your life? Do you look up to a loser on the street and feel like, how I can be a loser like him? Definitely not. You look at someone who is successful in life, who has done something in his life, who has achieved something in life, and whose words really matter, right? That's why we all listen to people like Elon Musk, people like Steve Jobs, or somebody like that, because they have done it. They have been there. They have done it. They have delivered it. So we should always look at these kind of optimistic people. And I'm very optimistic, because I'm not a person like who will get convinced about anything so easily. Trust me. And I have to really see it. And now when I'm seeing such things happening in Central Europe, where the legal framework is not really very well organized, like how we have in France, or how we have in Germany, or how we have in Switzerland or UK. And if these things are coming up already, then future is like really, really bright. And we are seeing that, really. You can see it, you can feel it. That's really, really very important. Next week, I will be at the FTS Fest in Milano between 5th and 9th. So if anybody is there in Italy, or if anybody is around Milano, just hit me up, and like, we can meet there and have a discussion, have a beer or whatever it is. You can even come to the conference, where I'll be speaking about BCUBE, where I'll be speaking about cryptocurrencies in general and all these topics. And there are very eminent guests who will be coming. Like Stani is coming, who is the CEO of Aave protocol. And there are many other eminent guests who will be coming at the same place, and they will also be giving their speeches. And I'm planning a lot of meeting there to see how we can work together, do something together, because I'm full of ideas. And I'm full of ideas, and I need more and more people to listen to my idea first. Because the problem is, like, all the people like who are very big project CEOs or founders, they're very open-minded people. Trust me, they are really, really open-minded people. And whenever I speak to them, they are like, wow, such a thing really exists. So the question is, they don't know. And you have to reach out to them. And to reach out to them, it's not so easy sometimes, because there are several, like walls. And if you cross that wall somehow, it's like how people cross the border of North Korea to come to South Korea, like somehow, like running through, like, it's the same thing. We have to cross over there. and have a good discussion with them. And it should be a very good win-win situation. I've got a couple of ideas like how I can work with some of the big projects, which can be very good for them and very good for us also. And when you are speaking to, any big project, actually, you should not be going there as a very needy person, like, oh, you know what, like, please make my life, please. Like, no, that's not the way you should go there. You should be really having something, and you should have a very good value proposition when you go there. You should say that, like, look, this is what I have, and this is how it is going to help you, and this is how it is going to help me. So can we work together? And that should be the whole narrative. So yeah, like there will be a lot of discussions. And one of the biggest Italian banks, innovation manager, is a good friend of mine because we met at a various different conferences in the past 2 years. This guy really wants to, bring cryptos to the bank and do it, but their compliance department and regulatory department keep, barraging whenever he gets with this topic. So in the banking sector, we are still seeing some kind of friction. I mean, they're not so open like how people normally expect them to be. I think like it's a very slow transition that's happening, but it will still take time. But once this opens up, I think opportunities are infinite. And that's exactly what's going to happen with BQ, because in 2024, when we'll be a hedge fund, imagine like we have such a long history by that time, and we have followed all the compliances. We have DASP license, and we will be going to this new one. And all these new hedge funds will be coming. And instead of having their own team and maintaining all this, salaries of their quants and everything, they are very expensive. I mean, really, really expensive. And trust me, more 90% of the strategies that you build for equities, equities or commodities, they don't really work for cryptocurrencies. We tried it also, it doesn't work. Cryptocurrencies work very, very differently. And you need to like keep changing your direction, optimization, new entry conditions, new exit conditions very often, because crypto markets changes very, very much. It's not like S&P 500 where you have like 10 years of bull run, what we saw last time, like from the time Obama took office until the time he went, that was a golden bull run. And then of course, Trump came and the bull market resumed. But it's not the same with cryptocurrencies. Actually, people speak about like bull market and bear market. Like in my opinion, it's a pump market or it's a complete dump market. There is no bull, bear, and in between here. Like, let's make it very clear, right? It goes like a skyrocket, then it falls down like a cake. It works like that. And it's been working like that. And that is why making algorithms for cryptocurrency, it's not so easy. Good for us because we use machine learning algorithms and very advanced AI algorithms, which is working very differently from normal algorithms, like what they make it as an algorithmic trading. That's the reason like why we will be far more experienced by that time, and we will be way, way ahead in this race, because that is one of the advantages of being one of the first pioneers in some industry, having a new approach. And as you go more forward in the same direction, you will be doing some mistakes, you will be learning from that mistakes, and you can bring new approaches. You can try and test the things initially, and then you know what works and what doesn't work. And that's how like all the great innovations have come to this world. So we are at that stage, and that's why I want to keep my connections with some banks and hedge funds from now itself. Although things might not work now, but still, if you keep bombarding some information every now and then, like, look, this is happening, that's happening. If you're interested, I can speak to you more about that. Then you keep them in the loop. And once they're in the loop, like, things can be very easy once you are there. So this is how I'm seeing the things, and I'm pretty sure like many things will be amazing and great. And particularly like there are few projects in my mind, and there are few other people like who can put me across to other kind of projects in Italy. So that's why I'm looking at FTS Fest very, very positively. Once again, if anybody are there in Milano between 5th to 9th, hit me a message and let's meet there. So this is something what we are going to do in the next week. And yeah, it's going to be a great thing for the BCUBE for sure. So this is something about the market updates. So we are still having a kind of like euphoric stage, and I still need to see a lot of news, really a lot of news, for us to confirm where Bitcoin is really headed towards. In my opinion, if things are going like the way it's going, because during the bull market, what happens, I will tell you. There will be initially you need a trigger. So once the trigger is there, it's at some stage, then you need somebody to push it. So once that pushing happens really, I mean, like with a little bit of force, not just pushing like this, but pushing really like as if you're moving a big train or something like that. And then there will be a snowball effect. And snowball effect will be led by retailers and all other FOMO guys and everything. And then there will be a Moon Boys rally. Moon Boys, like they will be pushing like Bitcoins, altcoins, and all shit coins, all types of coins. They will be keep pumping in all their money as if there is no tomorrow. So this is kind of like sequence of the market. And when the Moon Boys and all these people are totally broke in their like 100x, 1000x, 100,000x dream, money is finished. The old people who invested, now they are selling and making hell a lot of money, and Moon Boys are in the moon forever. So this is what normally always it happens. This is what we have seen. And what I'm seeing right now, this news from the governments, from the US, from the other government about regulations, about compliances and everything, this is a kind of like trigger. So this is just a beginning, because we had a rally from last year. We went to 64,000, whatever it is, 800, 700, whatever it is. So from there we crashed to like almost like 39,000 levels. And from there, like again, we are making a move now between 45, 47, something like that. Now what we really have to see is going above 50,000. And once we go above 50,000, like then we need a lot of good volumes from there to roll more and more over. And then we will have to slowly breach that all-time high mark. So if everything is going like the way I'm explaining, then probably we might see a new all-time high by end of next month. That's what I'm expecting, at least by end of November. I mean, by end of, let me say like end of November or first week of December, we should see a new all-time high, which means more than $65,000 on Bitcoin. This is what I'm expecting if everything goes accordingly, because of all the worst news has come and gone. For example, China keeps, banning Bitcoin. Every year they do that. And whenever they have done it historically, Bitcoin has rallied a lot. And I don't understand, like, they keep killing a dead man again and again. That is the logic. Like, there is a dead man, but they keep killing. And it said like, no, we killed it. How many times? It's already dead. Like, you can't kill more than once, but they keep doing it. So they will kill once again, I think in December or something, and probably next year also. It's like, I don't know, like normally when people die, we do death ceremony only once, but China is the only country which does it 3 times in a year, and for the past 5 years, and they keep doing that. So that shouldn't be a problem at all. So now that is a non-event. In the future, if China speaks something about Bitcoin, nobody will care about that one. It's finished now. So like that, many other countries, many other places, like where they keep speaking negative things about Bitcoin, like people will start to neglect that one. Even these days, like Elon Musk doesn't have so much of power over Bitcoin, because just few days or like today or something, he tweeted that, cryptocurrency cannot be banned or these things. But we didn't see 10% jump on Bitcoin. We didn't see 5% jump on Bitcoin. He didn't even react to it, because now they know, like, okay, more we give importance to these words, more they keep manipulating us. And that is exactly opposite of decentralization or decentralized nature, that somebody is controlling that, right? So that's why Bitcoin is becoming more and more immune to certain kind of news now, whether on the positive side or negative side, which is really good, because the power is with the people, and it should always be with the people. It's a democratic system. It cannot be a fascism here. So that's why I think like really we are in a good shape right now. I mean, like in no way like it is getting manipulated. Although El Salvador released a news that they have installed the first Bitcoin mining machine using the volcanic energy, there is absolutely no movement in Bitcoin. It didn't made any, movement even when they announced that it will be a legal tender also. Maybe Bitcoin doesn't like El Salvador. I don't know, because it doesn't make any, movement at all, be it on the positive side or negative side. But this time what I am feeling is like really, we are coming into a very structured way, really very structured way. So there is no bad news or something. And even if those bad news are coming, Bitcoin is not really reacting to it. So only thing that can happen is like more and more good news. So if bull market is there, you just need like little bit of good news. It should be a series of good news. But if there is one good news and nothing comes for the next 15 days or 1 month, then that's not a good sign. Small good news should keep coming, like, Coinbase buys Bitcoin, or like you buy Bitcoin, or altcoin bought Bitcoin, or something like that. It should keep coming. I mean, it should keep rolling. That's what I mean. And I think that's exactly the direction that we are heading towards. And if my prediction is right, I'm seeing a new all-time high within end of November. So that should happen on a normal basis. And this is all about Bitcoin. And when we speak about Ethereum, actually, we are seeing a lot of deflation activity, which is going on. I mean, every day, certain number of Ethereum is getting, mined or generated or whatever it is, but more Ethereum is getting burnt every single day. So that is very good. That's a very deflationary situation now, which is really, really good. But the question is, it's only my personal opinion that they should have a kind of like total supply or something like that, because that will close the lid. Otherwise, like it's like an Alibaba's, or like, what is that, like Aladdin's lamp. Have you seen that genie, like, who comes out of something, like out of nothing? It keeps coming out like that. And if the burning is not happening accordingly, then again there will be inflation, again there will be deflation. So there should be a kind of cap. That's always good to have a cap. So that's what I'm missing. Apart from that, fundamentally speaking, Ethereum, I'm still telling you, I will keep telling you, and I will keep telling you even after 20 years, and you will still accept me even after 20 years. That's my words. You have to mark these words, that there is no such blockchain which is in production right now and working at the same scale as that of Ethereum and being so stable. It's impossible. Like everybody are waiting for so many other blockchains. For example, Cardano blockchain, we don't know. So I will not comment about it because it's not there yet. They raised like $67 million like back in 2017. And it's already like 2021. And there is not even a single smart contract. And it's there in like test conditions or like prototyping or something. They are just making it, but still it's not there. I mean, it's just a test net, but it's not a main net. So let me see about Cardano, like when it goes to main net. But they have made something very good, which is like they have integrated certain part of their smart contracts on Ethereum also. They are doing something like that to integrate these two systems. I don't know exactly like what it means, but we have to see. We have to wait and watch. And there is like, of course, Polygon Matic, which we keep speaking about, which is amazing layer 2, scaling and everything is fine, but still it's not really at the stage like where Ethereum is right now. So I would like to see what will happen to these blockchains when they're handling same amount of load like the way Ethereum is handling today. So only then we can compare it. We cannot compare a small Peugeot car with a Lamborghini, like, right? We have to compare like two cars having same like CC and same horsepower. Then we need to make a race to see like who wins it. So it's very easy, like for a very strong car like which doesn't have any load to win it, when there is another car which is completely loaded full of stuff. So we have to wait and watch like how this blockchain evolves. But right now, the only battle tested completely, which has really been deployed and perfectly working, it's only one, and that is Ethereum. So it will always be that way. And also, we all believe in the leadership of Vitalik Buterin, who is a very smart and genius guy, who is somebody like I really respect, and I look up to him many a times, like his technology, his vision, and like the way he built Ethereum. And that's amazing. And I'm sure like such people will have solutions for any kind of problems. So scaling is not my real issue when it comes to Ethereum. So my real issue is like whether there can be some other blockchain which can challenge in the same way. This is more the way I look at it, but I'm not really looking at like, oh, okay, it cannot scale, or I will go to something else. And that's not the right argument. because that problem can come to some other blockchain which you are believing very much right now, right? It can happen to anybody. And there are other blockchains like Solana and other people, and it's the same. As of now, they are working good. I mean, like they're really working good, but we don't know as it scales what is going to happen. And now it's a very latest trend for some of the projects, like to go on all the latest blockchains that comes just to get their community. I don't know the logic behind that one, because it's, in my opinion, it's simply a waste of money, because you need to add liquidity whenever you go to a new chain. You need to add liquidity. It's like you will add 100 ETH for Uniswap or SushiSwap, which is based on Ethereum. And imagine like you're going to a new chain like Polygon. You need to add Matic as the liquidity equal to your token. So you're adding 300K there, 300K here, 300K there. Okay, like you keep spending all the money in adding liquidity to things. Doesn't make sense at all. I don't even know like if it really helps as far as community is concerned, because I had some discussions with our advisors, like who are coming from very eminent background in blockchain, and they too were saying like it's not really true that like you will get community, and even if you get community, you will have big numbers. So what? Are they using your product? No. Are they even interested in seeing the thing? No. Did they get excited that you came on their blockchain? Absolutely yes. Do you really want it? I don't think so. So there is no point in like, simply going around this kind of blockchain tourism or like chain tourism. Like you keep going to one chain to another chain, another chain to another chain. So it doesn't really work. Other chains, which is looking very promising for me, is like Avalanche, for example. Avalanche is looking very, very promising, because many people are not speaking about that, but there are many, many developments which is happening there. And I can really see it's something equal to Solana actually. Solana has got like good, people behind it, strong hands behind it. So it's like going up very fast. But technologically speaking, I think like Avalanche is amazing, because the founder of Avalanche is also a very, very smart person. He's a PhD guy, and like he knows about blockchain and everything very, very clearly. And he has a clear vision also. Even Avalanche has their own DEX now. They have their own launchpad now. They have many other things. There are a lot of utilities for me. When I look at Avalanche, I think like it's already, and I've been shilling about this one since almost like 8 months. I think like I've been writing about it in my daily reports when I used to write about Avalanche. There used to be one mention of that one, because even I myself have bought it at almost nothing, no price, and I'm still holding it, and I will keep holding it because I'm so positive about this blockchain, and it's going to scale a lot. And I'm convinced. I'm completely convinced that it will rise up to like top 10 or top 12 or something like that sooner or later in the coin market cap rankings. So this is about like altcoin things and more. We are seeing now the action in the gaming space of NFTs. We saw some of the very big ones, and there was a very big airdrop in Axie Infinity, and that's the reason why it's booming so much, because there is a airdrop. Like if you have played any game of Axie Infinity, I know there are many people in our community who were playing Axie Infinity. So if you have made an account and if you played Axie Infinity before October 26th, then that was a snapshot. Then you will be getting some airdrops of Axie Infinity tokens. So everybody is getting a very huge airdrop. That's the reason like why Axie Infinity was rallying a lot. And now if you're smart, what you will do is like to find any game which is very similar to Axie Infinity, which is NFT based gaming space, and try to, like play in those kind of platforms, because possibly you will get a kind of airdrop even there also. And I had the same image about DYDX. It's a decentralized, futures trading platform. When 1inch actually declared their airdrop, I felt really bad actually. Not 1inch, like it was Uniswap, because I didn't personally do it in my wallet at that point of time, but I was doing it on so many other wallets, which belongs to my relatives or my family or something, but not my own personal wallet. And when the airdrop was announced, I was feeling very sad, because they gave 400 free Uniswap for everybody. That was an airdrop. And I missed it personally. And I don't want to ask my cousin or brother or something like, hey, please give me something. And that doesn't look good. And 1inch also did the same. And I was guessing really that when I saw DYDX, a lot of big investors were there. And I also saw like Binance interest in DYDX, and they were supporting this project a lot. And I felt maybe one day they will also announce something. So I did a couple of trades. I mean, just 5 or 6 trades on DYDX. And guess what? Recently, like they also announced airdrop, and we received very good amount of airdrop from DYDX. So it was a free money. So, but Axie Infinity, I missed it. Although I had an opportunity, I still missed it. That's okay. But I think any game which is very similar to Axie Infinity, which is making NFT-based gaming, just for, like curiosity or something, just try it, because these are potential airdrop candidates for you. And when they give you, like, they give you very huge amount of money, like between $3,000 to $5,000. $3,000 to $5,000 for doing nothing is absolutely a good money, right? Even otherwise, $5,000 is a good money. It's not a money like where you will forget or something. You can do a lot of things with that. That's why you can buy a hell a lot of BCUBE tokens, right? But not a financial advice. But I'm just telling you, like, just my idea. Absolutely not a financial advice. So you can actually get these airdrops. That's why look at a very similar project and just play their few games. I've been observing one game which I spoke last time also, Monster Clan. I think they will also bring very good games. It's quite promising because a lot of big investors are there in this project, and they're working very hard on all the aspects of the project. So I think like probably when it gets released, like let's play it for some time. It will not be so expensive. Also, we can just start with like $50 or $100. And you know what? Sometimes even if it's $500, like just play it. There is nothing to lose. I don't understand, like when I'm asking people to like invest like $5,000 or $6,000 in these type of games or something, they will be like, oh, it's a big money and everything. And when you ask the same people, how much did you lost last year by trading yourself? Then that will be 4 or 5 digits. They can lose so much there for nothing, which they didn't know and they didn't understand. But they cannot do something here where there is an opportunity for you to earn. And there is huge opportunity for you to get these kind of airdrops and things, stuff like that. So just try it. I mean, like, just try it. Like, who knows? Like, it can be a very big thing, and you might be very lucky to get a huge amount of money. So that's why I look for these kind of projects and play some games there, and just for fun, like 10 minutes or something. We can do it. We can live with that, right? So just keep an eye on this space, because now if one person does, many more people will do that one. Understand the logic. Uniswap was the first decentralized exchange to do the airdrop. What happened later on? 1inch also did. And many other decentralized exchanges did that one. Same way. I mean, exactly the same way. So I think if one gaming project is doing, other people will also want to attract many users to their platform. And this is a very good type of marketing. And this is what we have to learn. There is something to learn from Elon Musk when it comes to marketing. What do you think would be the cost to make advertisement of Tesla car around the world? Okay, I'm speaking about all the 200 countries. How much would be the cost? It will be billions, right? It will be billions, literally. Because when you speak about marketing, you have to speak about like online marketing, advertisements on the streets, billboards, television advertisements, so many things. It will cost you billions if you're speaking about the whole world. And instead of that, what he made was very simple. He sent one Tesla car to the space, which is still in space, and there is a dedicated website for it. You can see exactly where is this Tesla car right now, in the orbit of Earth or in the orbit of Mars, or where exactly it is. Just launched one Tesla car to the space. Next day, throughout the world, everybody, they printed this in their newspaper. Like, Elon Musk sends one Tesla car to the space, and that's it. People got what is Tesla. And they exactly got this one. In the same way, like all these gaming projects are also doing the marketing in the same way. It's just a word of mouth. Like if they say that, like, okay, free money was given to us, like everybody like free. It just spreads like wildfire. So concentrate on these kind of projects. It's very, very important. It's a very easy money. And I'm pretty sure like there are lots and lots of projects like who will be offering this kind of airdrops and free giveaways and stuff like that. Apart from that, like whole NFT space is like getting more and more hot every day. The Galaxy X, which I spoke to you last week, has appreciated a lot in value in just 1 week, a lot in value. Some of the eggs of Galaxy X has appreciated by more than 2x in just 1 week. So if you had invested like $3,000 in one egg, then that's almost like $6,000 or $7,000. So it's going up a lot. Of course, it's not a financial advice, but I'm just sharing with you like what I did and what I invested. So this is something to watch out for, because there is really a genuine art there, and it's not simply made for nothing. There is arts, there is a use case for that to have an NFT, and the artist is also very creative, very innovative. So these are some of the things that we need to see before making an investment. Definitely, it's an amazing opportunity to look at NFT space, but you have to be very careful. I mean, really very careful. Just make a research on this artist, because especially when we go to Paris in the city center, if you go, like, there are so many artists, like, amazing, but they're great. I'm not saying anything against them. They're really great. They're very talented people. You can just sit there for 20 minutes and they will draw exactly how you look. So they're very talented people. And some of the people I have seen making very unique arts, also very unique arts on contemporary arts and very ancient arts and everything. But they don't get proper exposure. And even if they get, they don't have a big name. So they don't sell, actually. Sometimes Picasso, even if he just sneezes on the paper, that would have sold for like millions of dollars, right? Or even if Da Vinci just farts on the paper, like, that will go for multi-million dollars, isn't it? Because he has a name, that's a brand value. In the same way, like now in NFTs, there are some artists who have this kind of brand value. They've created this kind of brand value now. And these kind of artists are selling their paintings at a very, very, very expensive price. So make this research, and if you're planning for any NFTs or any investment, you can put your money there. And I'm especially mentioning this not to push you into NFT, but many people want to get into that space. They want to have an experience, but they don't know where to start. They don't know what to buy. So instead of you buying something and ending up having nothing at the end, so I'm just giving you a kind of direction, like what you can look at it. So this is about like altcoins and basically about cryptocurrency space, what's going on. So when it comes to BCUBE bots, we released all the bots so far. They're doing good and receiving lots and lots of updates and feedbacks from everybody. They're making very good money. Someone made 5% so far, someone made 100% so far, 50%, 60%. It depends, like their allocation, their settings, their bots, their risk management, everything. So it's really amazing to see everybody making very good money. We are releasing very new bots next week. XRP scalp bot will be coming, and BNB scalp bot will also be coming, and there will be Cardano series bots. So this will be coming next week. And what we have done is like because the scalp bots works on a very lower time frame, so 15 minutes. So what we did was like to take 6 months period in every year to test it, not one complete year, because one complete year behavior can change of the market, or it can remain the same. So what we did was like a bullish period time frame, a bearish period time frame, and a mix of bullish bearish period time frame, and mixing it, and like then keeping like around 70% of the trades which were made during the bearish times, 30% during the bullish times, and again trying to see with another type of approach of 70% during the bearish and 30% during the bullish. Like we have done like a lot of permutations and combinations, and the results have been amazing, and it's beating the buy and hold. And also how you have to read the performance is not like, I made like 10%, 2%, 3%, 5%. That's not the way to look at it. You have to see the underlying asset. And any hedge funds, if they say like we made 23% returns, that's it's not like only 23% returns. It matters like how much S&P 500 index moved during the same year. If it has moved like 15% or 17%, yes, you made 23%, which means you delivered 6% more than just having S&P 500. That's the way you have to look at it, the investment things. It's not like, okay, I saw here something and this is where I'm expecting it to be like. No, that's a very, like a very uninformed way of seeing the things. And that's not the way to see any kind of investments that you make. And if you're expecting Lambos in, 15 days, 20 days, 30 days, like, no, definitely not. In that quest of Lambo, you will lose even your Renault Clio also. So don't do that. This is not the, like time frame to look at it. Just set it, forget it, come back after 6 months or 1 year. You don't know, because I was a hedge fund manager and I exactly know what happens in my trading desk, right? Clients have given the money and they have gone. They don't check their accounts because they know what they are doing, right? They just don't check their account. They don't ask us any NAV report or something. We just make one reporting, like annual reports. We make it. We will, after we are making it, like it goes into internal audit. After internal audit, it goes to external audit. After external audit, it goes to compliance department. And then once everybody puts a signature on that, it's completely validated. Then we will send it to clients at the end of the year. Like, look, what is happening? And they will be like, oh, okay, 60% plus. Okay, that's good. But this guy doesn't know that we were also underwater, which means we were under drawdowns of 15% or 20% at some point of time during the year. He doesn't know that. It keeps happening. And if you keep crying like for, like even the small drawdowns that you will have sometimes, when I see like, 0.5% loss, 3% loss, 2% loss. Actually, I should, whenever like 2%, 0.5% loss is happening, I'm just taking my life jacket actually, because people are crying so much that I have to float. Otherwise I'll be drowned in the tears. So you don't have to worry about it. Drawdowns are part of the game. It's inevitable. Definitely it happens. But what matters is like at the end of the day, what happens, right? That's the whole point in using an algorithm. You should not watch it so much. And because you're watching, it's not going to move up also. It will just move up your blood pressure, not your pockets. You have to understand that one. Right now, it's good that like everybody is watching, because even we want to make sure that all the trades are happening properly, on all the things are getting executed properly, or if there is an error or something, definitely please contact us and we will try to fix it as soon as possible. Like we have always been doing, we will try to fix it as soon as possible. And this one also, when you have any, problem with the bots, like if it's not executing the trade or some error message is coming, don't go to the chat that we have on the website. It's simply waste of time, because these people don't have technical abilities. I've been saying, but even people after listening here, they're going there. It doesn't work like that, because these people don't have technical skills, and they cannot even, they will raise the ticket like just like you. But if you're sending an email, it's much faster than people watching the ticket on this software. Like what is that we are using? Live chat, I think, live chat software. So just write an email like support@b-cube.ai, right? We have shared it many a times. You have to go there and write an email there, like, look, this trade is not happening and something happened. I want to know like what's happening, and just let me know like what's wrong with that one. Definitely we will come back to you and we'll fix the problem. And this is the way like we have to go, because if you're just here or somewhere else, it takes longer for us to solve, and that will not be a solution for you also, because we have to fix your problem as soon as possible so that it works as soon as possible for you, right? So that's why go to the right people. I mean, like if you have a fever, you should go to family doctor. You should not go to a cardiologist. If you go to cardiologist, then he will get a heart attack knowing like why you are coming to him when you have fever. So please go to, support@b-cube.ai. They are the people to solve all the technical related problems. In my opinion, like we have fixed it like 99% of all the bugs, all the problems, everything is sorted out. Now everything is working fine. And just one note I would like to tell you about FTX exchange. If you're using FTX, it's better, in my opinion, to keep all the balance in USD, US dollars. Don't keep it in USDT, because you can keep it in USDT, but you have to be a very advanced level trader, because FTX, you can keep any coin as the collateral, anything as the collateral, but your P&L is settled only in USD. And if there is a negative balance, and still if you're having enough margin, the trade opens. But if you don't have enough margin and if you're in a negative balance, it doesn't open. Sounds very complicated, right? That's the reason, like, let's make it simple. Keep all your balance in USD. If you have enough balance in your USD wallet, that is going to solve your problem, and all the trades will open perfectly and there won't be any problems after that. So please keep your balance in USD if you're using FTX. If you're using Binance, we all know very well that it's USDT because it's so straightforward for every one of us. So, and we made we created support even for sub accounts also on FTX, and even they are working fine. We didn't hear any problems so far, so it seems to be working fine now. But if there is anything, you know where you have to contact and where you have to write the message. The initial date we kept for launching the sub accounts was in December, but we have launched it now itself. Many other features are also coming. I know like people keep asking the same kind of request again and again, but trust me, like those requests, what you are asking, plus 100 other requests, what you are not asking now, but what you might ask in the future, I know it personally, right? I know it. What future you need, I know it. Because even I think in the same way like you, when I go to my own platform, and I will feel like maybe this is missing, maybe I should have had it, maybe it would have helped me more. So we are coming out with all these features. Like you don't have to, like next very big feature, what we'll be releasing would be watching your trades on the website itself, so that you don't have to go to Binance to watch your trades anymore. Like you don't need Binance at all now. Just for setting up Binance, you will need Binance. After that, you don't need anything Binance for, because all the trades, you can see it on your dashboard itself of your bots. And if you want to liquidate any trades, you can liquidate from our platform itself. You don't need to go on Binance. You literally need Binance for nothing from now onwards. Everything will be available on the platform itself. So this one will also be coming, and many other things are also coming. Like we will also try to, like show you in bar charts and everything about the P&L, about your margin amounts and everything. Everything is there already. So we are working on it, and don't think like we don't know that. We absolutely know that one, but we are moving based on priority, because we don't have these things now, and you are still trading and you are okay with that. So which means like it's good to have, but it is not a must have. Must have things is the bots, because without bots, we don't have anything to do. That is the main course. Sometimes if we don't have a soup or like dessert, it's okay. Still your belly is full with main course, right? But it's always nice to have a soup and a dessert, isn't it? And a glass of wine, if it's possible, or a glass of champagne. That's good. So that's why we are making all these things. Many more things will also come. I mean, like in the following weeks, next week, one more new developer is also joining the company. Very smart guy, very impressed with him. So like more fast things can be from now onwards than the existing ones. We will also be coming out with Google Authenticator, which is also there. Like instead of SMS, like we'll be replacing that. As I told you, everything we have in mind. We know what we have to do. I mean, like I have listed at least like 100 different features are there in my to-do list. And I've already given to the developers, and they just told me only one thing, like we can execute everything. But what is your priority for that one? Make a priority for that. So I have given the priority for that one, which is in the interest of everybody. Right now, what we need is like new bots. And for the new bots, like we need to have certain things on the website and the backend and front end thing. And then new execution engine is very important, because new execution engine will have like very, very low latency. And that low latency for execution is very, very important. And sometimes like people are saying they are getting different prices execution. That is because we are taking Binance prices into consideration, not FTX prices. So Binance prices is what we are showing on the platform, not FTX price. And in the Binance, what happens? Sometimes, very rarely, like we will have less than 1% or like 0.5% of slippages. That is quite common because suddenly something can pump, suddenly something can dump. So these things are part and parcel of the game, like which is not in our hand. Apart from that, in normal condition, we didn't see much bigger slippages. And even the performance, the chart, what we are showing, that includes the fees and that includes the slippages. So it's not excluding that, it's including everything. It's exactly like what you are earning if you're going according to the, like standard features or the settings that we have given on the website. So these are the features like what we will be coming out with. Yeah, like, and also like we try to test a new bots on a decentralized exchange. Like we started with Polygon Matic, and we have done something called as like sandwich bots, which is our favorite front-running bots, like what we have seen in Uniswap now, the front-running bots, which will eat away all our money. Like something similar to that, we have made it for Polygon Matic. We have tested it also. It's working good. One thing is good in this one, that it's a short profit. Like you will not miss so much of, you will not make loss at all in this one. It's a zero loss bot. It's working really good. But currently, like we have configured in a very low latency way. I mean, like there will be low frequency way. I mean, there is not many transactions, but it's happening with very low transactions. But as we test it more and more, as we get more and more confidence, like we will try to make it like more frequency. I think Quick Swap is the best one as of now. And because it's very cheap price, the gas price as of now, and it's very new, so there is a lot of inconsistency there as compared to Uniswap or something else. And in Uniswap, most of the money will be eaten by the gas fees if we are doing this. So that's why Quick Swap is very, very good for this purpose. We are also trying with, we will also try with some other approach, like on the cross chain and other kind of things. So this will be another research and development. This will not be available for public, but this we will only, team will only operate this one. And from the profit, like we will run the company, as well as like we will buy back the tokens and burn the tokens also, or some part of this revenues going forward. And some of the products, like on the decentralized exchange, we might make it public also, but that will be available only for the people who are on the top tiers. And that's the whole point of having different tiers. Like it's not like first tier people will come and say that like, oh no, I am missing out something. Like, look, I'm sorry, like I can't help you with that one, right? It's like we have to reward people like who are there since a long time and who are having the top tiers, because most of the people who are on the top tiers are the people who came in the seed investment round. So they were very early people. So they came very early and they're having a lot of tokens. So it will benefit them. And it's not saying that like early adopter should be benefited. Like early adopter means what? It's your definition. It's not our definition. So if somebody is on the top tier, they will have a chance of like accessing some other products also that we will be making. But in any case, like normal bots will definitely be there, and all these new bots that I discussed will be coming, like XRP and BNB scalp bot next week, along with Cardano bots. After Cardano is finished, like we will also make bots on like Doge, the dog coins, dog bots, and there'll be Polygon Matic and Aave and other kind of like very good liquid coins. We need absolute liquidity to make this kind of models. Otherwise, it's not possible. We can still make it, but it will not work. We need good liquidity, and we need coins like which is quite popular also at the same time, because otherwise people would not like to use the tokens. But I know how the investor mentality works. If investor wants to use any bot, he needs to see a very big monthly returns. They will just run to that one. It's not like about carefully thinking about the diversification, carefully thinking about the risk management and giving a proper allocations. I know if you are on tier 1 and 2, like you don't have so much of options, so definitely you will do that one. But if somebody is on the tier 5, like they can create a very good balanced allocation, which can deliver them much more better returns. So they will have a lot of choices, I mean, like going forward. So once this main token series is finished, then we will go for bundled bots. Then we will also go for like factory strategy bots, which we have also developed and we are testing also. And in January, we will introduce it. And what is a factory of strategy bot is doing? We will feed every single algorithm to that, and it will select the best trade bot for the day, for that particular day. So it's like you're giving like 100 different strategies, or you can give even 1,000 different strategies, but it will select only one strategy out of it, which it is confident about. So this one also will be available next year. And that will be, of course, available to only people on the top tiers for sure. And also like people who are on the first tier or second tier, 3 tier, 4 or 5 or whatever it is, they will have different amount of money that can be used during the trade also. Right now we have $50,000, trade? Because this is one of the questions like they keep asking, like, hey, how about like instead of going on the top tier for 175,000 tokens, how about like having 3,505 different accounts? Like we can get the 5 bots. No, absolutely true. You can get it, but only till 31st of December 2021. Because from 1st of January 2022, certain bots will be available only for the top tiers. Other people can, of course, buy it using fiat money. We are not stopping that one. You can buy it with fiat money. And also you will get the discount if you are in tiers. I mean, like if you're on the 3rd tier, I think like, if you're on the 3rd tier, for example, you will get 15% discount on other bots that you would like to buy. So you are still getting discount. You are still getting many other things, definitely. But certain bots will be for free only for the top tiers. So this will be the difference, and why you cannot split 3,500 into 5, right? We have thought about all these things when we were designing it itself, like from a customer point of view, like how customer would be thinking and how they can cheat the system, or where will be the loophole. This is the first thing that I thought. And then I thought about other structure. Second thing is like, if you are in the 1st tier, you're just taking $1,000 worth of BCUBE tokens. Why somebody who is taking like only $1,000 worth of BCUBE tokens should have $50,000 of, trading volume? I mean, like allocation doesn't make sense. If you're a small fish, then you should eat like small food. If you're a big shark, then you need like several humans, right? So that's why it will be fixed according to the tiers also. I mean, like if you're sticking for 1,000, maybe 5,000, 10,000 is enough. You're a small guy, like, and that's enough for you. I mean, like if you're sticking for a big quantity, which means like you have a lot of investment appetite, and you have like a lot of investment, like a packet. And for that one, you will need higher transaction limits. So even the transaction limits will be different. So the answer is very simple. 3,500 into 5, like what you are thinking. That's a good thought. It's a very good attempt, but definitely it will not happen like in the next year. In the next year, every tier will have certain kind of global limit. Now the limit is $50,000 per bot, but in the next year, it will not be per bot, but it will be per user. Like even if you use like 10 bots, if it's 50,000, then you can use 5,000 each if you want to allocate it equally, for example. So there'll be universal thing, and only certain bots will be available for some people, and there'll be extra benefits of decentralized exchange bots and other things for higher people. So even this is a very frequently asked question, so I just thought of like addressing it now. Yes, and what was the next topic? Yeah, and October 30th will be the next token burn, which will be happening, and the revenues that we got in August, September, and October until October 25th will be taken into consideration. That will be the snapshot. 25% of it, as we said before, will be used to buy back the token and burn it on 30th of October. And if we find cheaper tokens much before that one, we will be, of course, doing it between this 25th of October to 30th of October. And whatever tokens that we have received directly in BCUBE tokens as a payment for the bots, we'll be burning 100% of it. So if you are paying everything with BCUBE tokens, we'll be burning 100% of it, and 25% of it only when it comes to fiat payments. So this is happening on October 30. So please keep it in mind, because I received a message today like, hey, today is a token burn, like, no, 2 days ago, actually. Hey, today is a token burn. No, like what's happening? And I was thinking like, what token burn is he talking about? And I said like, excuse me, like which token burn? And they said like BCUBE token burn. I don't know any token burn which is happening today to best of my knowledge. I don't even know who gave you this information. It's 30th of October, once again. Yeah, and one more frequently asked question is about what is that, like the altcoin buzz, like when it is starting. We have communicated with them a lot of time, but somehow they could not set up the bot. They could set up the bot only 2 days ago. So it's no, yesterday, yes. It just got set up yesterday. So it's started from 1st of October. Okay. So people have heard here. So if anybody is asking this question later on in the community, you can just tell them like it started only on 1st of October. They started with the XRP Same thing. All a high, high returns bot like AP. What is that? XRP short term and BNB positional. They have started with 47% allocation each with 1x leverage. Like this is what we recommended, because they asked us like, what should be the recommended leverage? And I said like, look, it's not a financial advice, but normally what you are seeing on the performance is like 1x and 47% allocation. Actually, if they use leverage, like there should be very experienced people, because experienced people can make leverages. It's not leverage itself is bad, but you should know like when to have a high leverage, when to have low leverages, and how to play with this kind of leverages also. Personally, I play with sometimes, most of the time I play only with 5x leverage. Sometimes I play with even 10% or 15% also. I mean like 15x or 10x leverage also, but it depends on the market situation, whether we are in a trending market, whether we're in a bull market or bear market, or whether we are in a sideways market, uncertain market, then you have to lower the allocation on lower the, leverage. That's how you need to play. But if you don't have so much of time for making all these things and worrying so much about these things, just put it at 1x, just put 47% in each bot. If you're using 2 bots, that should be enough. That will give you more money than holding BNB itself, or more money than holding just XRP itself. That is our benchmark, the underlying asset, and we have to beat that one. So this is exactly how it's going on with altcoin buzz. So they started yesterday. They made an article already, which I will be sharing it with you also very soon on the announcement chat. And we also made 2 different press releases through our partners. SEO is also going on very fine now. And we are not just making SEO for AI crypto bot, which was our SEO. And even now on Google, if you go and search it, AI crypto bot, we are among the top 3 actually. But now we want to make like crypto bot itself. If somebody is searching just crypto bot, like we should be on the top. So we are looking for that type of SEO. And other type of marketing is also going on with Telegram and other kind of things. It's like a 4 different weeks. We are doing it with 2 different agencies who previously worked with companies very similar to us. And they also worked with eToro, for example. So we have hired the people who have the industry experience, because there are a lot of people like who speak a lot, but they don't deliver anything. And they keep telling you like, what, like you can be the next big thing, and we totally understand and everything. That, well, maybe they're genuinely excited about what they're speaking, but the problem is like they can't do it. They don't know. It's like everybody wants to construct a swimming pool in the sky, but who can do it really? Nobody can, right? In the same way, we were very careful, because even we got wrecked by some of the influencers and some kind of like very stupid marketing people. Really stupid. 100%. Because what they promised, what they delivered, and their approach, everything was wrong. And we don't know this scam industry, because crypto is like 90% scam. And we belong to this 10% category here. And like, we didn't know like actually it works like this and people will speak in this way. Because in typical corporate world, you do business in a different way. And that is not the same in crypto world. It's absolutely not the same. It's totally different, and it's completely scammy. Like here, people promise you a lot, and they don't give you anything. And what's the worst thing is like people will cheat you straightly looking into your eyes. We got cheated like that. And that's why this time we were very, very, very careful. We made like several meetings with the people before signing any kind of contract. We spoke to all the higher ups. We asked for case studies, like previous case studies of similar companies like us. We asked like what was their approach and what was the result, and mean like what kind of result we could expect from them or something like that. And really this is working, because a lot of people are signing up on the platform now. Probably they're watching. Some people are joining the community also quite recently, and they're also buying the product. We are seeing slowly it's working. We cannot say that it's not working. So I'm quite confident, like we are going in the right direction, and we will see like more and more people joining and more people using the product. I'm not pushing the token so much right now, because pushing the token doesn't make sense in my opinion, because people need to see like what you are offering first. If your offering is good, then naturally they will go towards the token things. If you're trying to push the token in the beginning itself, at the beginning itself, then people will think like token itself is not your product, right? Token is just a kind of like medium to reach the product. So you have to showcase the product, not the token. So if you want to go really very deep into the token, then don't go through the token. Go through something else, which eventually brings that effect for you. And that is why, like, we are not really asking any of the marketing agency to focus on the, like token. We're telling them like, you have to focus on staking for bots, staking for free bots. This should be highlighted very much everywhere. But staking for free bots, right? That staking word people might forget, but this free bots, people will see it. That's why they have to come to your product first. If your product is good, they will buy the tokens. Simply nobody will buy the token like, okay, token, they're advertising it everywhere. So we will just buy the token, right? They don't do that one. And we should not do it also, because we are not a scammy project. We know where the tokens will be. We know where the companies is. So what is the hurry? Why should we run as if like there is no tomorrow? Only these kind of scam projects like will make all the tokens like everywhere, because they want to pump the prices. Then they want to dump it and they say buy. So that's not the approach. So that's why always the product should be at the front. And if the product is good, people will find it. If you are a honey, I mean, like if you have honey in you, then if you're a beautiful flower, then bee will find you. You don't have to like advertise, like I'm a big honey shop, like please come bee, please come here. Like what kind of desperate situation is that? That's not going to work. So that's why we are making a very, very good marketing campaign right now, which is completely focused on the product. They're showing the product in a very good light in so many different ways. And also like we are asking them to have some free hand also in the writing, because it should not be like, they're writing everywhere, the same kind of articles, the same kind of words or something like that, but a little bit differently also, with a very good comparative analysis and stuff like that, where people will feel that there is some weight in that one. It's not like they keep speaking about all nice things and stuff like that. They should speak nice things, but not making people feel that like, okay, there is only nice things here. Maybe it's the God who made this one. It should not be that way. So marketing is also going on very fine. Everything is good. Everything is good. And our Alexa ranking is also going up very much, which I can share it with you. Alexa ranking, if you don't know what is it, it's the ranking of the websites. So here, if you are, I have just put it in the chat, you can have a look at it. And now actually BCUBE is the 64,000 highest viewed website in the world. So that is a very, very big thing. And this level, we were never actually. We were just around like 100,000, 120,000, but we never came to 5-digit figures. So we have come there now. I think with all this marketing, with all the noise that product will make and everything, like we will be much more, like in the ranking going forward. More the ranking means like more people are coming, more people are spending the time on the website. And if we bring all this trading, open positions on the website itself, people will spend even more time, because they don't have to go to their Binance for that. They will be able to see what's going on in their account on the platform itself. So this is all the details that I wanted to give. And there will be a sentiment analysis and other kind of things that we'll be working on from November. So right now we are focused on bringing new bots, IT things, new features, new functions on the website. So this is what is like very, very important right now. So we will bring the things that is must have, and then we will go to like good to have and something which is nice to have. Most of the time what I'm hearing is like good to have and nice to have, but I didn't hear any must have features. So that's why we need to go to must have first. Okay, so let me see the chat, and if there is any question, then I will answer it. Can we watch you online at the FTS? Yes, it's possible to watch online at the FTS on the website. Like probably you can check it. Actually, there is a place like where you can watch it online. Hey mate, how are you? How about new BCUBE joiners? Did you find new developers? Yes, as I said, next week, new developer is joining. Compliance officer is joining in this month, in October itself. By end of October 30, we will have a full-time compliance officer. New bots will be in like coming soon. We will show it for 1 week. It will be kind of teaser. So you can watch the live trading also, like what's going on. And then it will become automated from probably after 1 week or something like that. We will make it available as soon as possible. Well, layer 2 platforms are like something like Matic. They make your transactions much more faster, and it just moves through Ethereum. I mean, like, but using another platform on top of that one. So same kind of transactions, which is happening on Matic, for example. It's just like migrates into another kind of blockchain. The scalp bots and other bots performance. Have you shared the scalp bots and other bots performance? I might have missed the performance Excel sheet. It's available in the Telegram announcement channel. It was shared a long time back, but the recent backtesting, I have it today. The XRP scalp bot, and I'm still waiting for the BNB scalp bot. As soon as I get it, like I will share the very latest one also. I mean, like the latest 6 months one on the announcement channel. I imagine there are a lot of people like me who would just type crypto trading bots on Google rather than typing in something specific like AI. So I think it's more a good approach to target more people. Exactly. And many people don't really type like AI in the search itself. What people type is like just crypto trading bots. So I mean, like it's 99% it's the case, I think. So. Guru, do you think token metrics is BI's competition? What does that mean? Do you think token metrics is BQ.ai's competition? I don't understand. Sorry. Can you please come again? Is there a date for next BCUBE meeting? Definitely it will happen this October, because I have to be in Paris on 20 of this month. So I have a meeting there to attend. Okay, let's see somewhere around like 23rd or 24th. I mean, like Saturday or Sunday. I think Saturday is more fine, I think, for everybody than Sunday. I think Saturday is fine. So like let's think something around like 23rd of October, something like that one. I will try to ask some people to look for a very good place for us to meet there. I think like we have a lot of people there in France, our community, and other people who are just living around like Belgium, Luxembourg, so they can all come there very easily. Sure, like I think like we can make it in Paris, but currently I will also ask my co-founder who lives in France, like how is the situation there of COVID? Because here in Hungary, we don't use any mask. We don't have any concept of mask here in Hungary. We're just going wherever we want. We are doing whatever we want. It's just like life before COVID. There is no difference at all actually here. So we need to ask about this one, because after we come there and people will tell you like, yo, you're more than 20 people, you're not supposed to gather here. And there will be yellow vest people suddenly coming from nowhere with some protest, and many things can happen in Paris these days. So we have to make sure like everything is fine and it's respecting the local COVID regulations. Can you please clarify, if I don't make tier 5 in January, can I still buy the bot with fiat? Absolutely, you will be able to buy using the fiat. And imagine like if you're just in the tier 3, you will get 15% discount on the additional bot that you will be buying. Any kind of bot that you cannot buy because of your tiers, you will still be able to buy it with the discount also, because discount will be based on your tier limits. Absolutely, you can buy. You mean token metrics? No, look, there is only one competition for BCUBE, and that is BCUBE itself. And there is no other competition. Okay, it's only like BCUBE, which can be a BCUBE killer, just like how only Ethereum can be Ethereum killer. Whenever I heard about like EOS, do you know this blockchain by name EOS? EOS. They when it came actually the first time, I was at the first conference in London when they made this one, and the foundation name is Block One. Many people don't know that Block One is the parent company of EOS. They made a very big conference, and I was there at this conference in London, and they were telling like very proudly, like, you know what, we are Ethereum killers. We kill them, and like we kill these people and everything. Today, I think they got suicide. They committed suicide because I don't know where they exist, who is using even EOS. I don't think like any of these guys are even a competition, because we work on a whole new level. Our research and development are top notch, and our approach is completely different. It's completely different. And we know what we are doing because we are the insiders. And once you see the results, like after going forward, you will know it. By the way, we have even optimized many Bitcoin and Ethereum bots also. From now onwards, like I'm very sure like many people will be looking at that going forward, because there were some exit conditions newly added to it based on the situation that we are seeing now in Ethereum and Bitcoin. So you will see some action there going forward now. Are you still optimizing any of the live bots, or is that in the past? We cannot keep optimizing it every single day or every week or every day or every each trade. Like, okay, now it's a negative trade. Now let me optimize it. Oh, another negative trade. Let me optimize it more. You know, like this optimization question. I know it's a very innocent question and maybe a genuine question sometimes, but I heard of a story. I just want to share it with you. Right. Once it seems like there is a very comic figure in the Middle East, and his name is Mullah Nasruddin. Right. It's just an imaginary figure. He really doesn't exist. You know, once it seems that he went for a job interview at a shipping company. And the first question was like, okay, Mullah, you're applying to be a captain for this job. And I have some questions to you. And Mullah Nasruddin said, like, please go ahead with your question. And the first question was like, what will you do if there is a big storm? And Mullah Nasruddin said, like, okay, I will drop one anchor into the sea. And then the second question was like, what will you do if there is a bigger storm? Then Mullah Nasruddin said, like, I will add one more bigger anchor into the water. Then like this interviewer like got like, was getting really pissed off a little bit about his question. He asked him like one more last time, what will you do if there is a tsunami? And then he said, like, I will drop a very tsunami-sized anchor into the sea. And then the interviewer asked, like, where are you getting all these anchors from? One after the other. He said, like, from the same place where you're getting these questions from. So just like that, there's just one few trades, if it goes here and there, like we cannot optimize it. It's not practical, because optimizing it like that will reduce the performance. It will not increase the performance. We should allow the AI to learn and see the trades for a given period of time. It's not that it will learn from just 5 trades, from 4 trades. These are just myth about artificial intelligence. It doesn't work like that. It works based on the patterns of the trade, patterns of the strategy, patterns of the underlying asset. So if all these 3 patterns, so it keeps watching it. And if some kind of optimization is necessary, something will happen on its own. But if it's not happening, and if we need to change the direction a little bit, then we will do it. So if your question is like, have we optimized any of the bots? Yes, we have done it for BTC and ETH bots. We have added some more conditions and everything. So these are the only bots like where we have really optimized it. But other bots doesn't need any optimization at this point of time, because we are not seeing any kind of significant differences or any change in the standard deviation of any models, even mathematically speaking. Sure, it will be on Saturday itself. Okay, we need vaccination pass. Okay, I think we all have it. I even have like EU vaccination pass already, so it shouldn't be a problem then. Okay, Edwin is ready on 23rd. It's Coinmetrics, a computation of BCUBE.ai. Harnoor, did you have a sleep yesterday or like during when I'm speaking now? I said already like it's not, and it's a joke. And if you're promoting that, you can go ahead. It's not a problem because it's not a competition. EOS just got abandoned like Neo. At least a Neo, you know, it's a very regional one. I mean, like in China, still they use it. It's called as Chinese Ethereum. Many large companies are still using Neo, but I don't know about EOS. I'm not sure about that. Over optimization or impact performance negatively. That's true. That's what I was explaining, that if you keep making optimization again and again for every single thing, that actually some of our views also, sometimes it comes to our mind like, we need to do it, we need to optimize it or something, but it's just a kind of human impulse. But if you speak to a proper data scientist or a mathematician, they will clearly explain to you why it's not good. And they will also show us by optimizing it a little bit and doing a back testing of that one immediately. And then we will see like it's not really looking so good, or more or less it's making the same thing. So until we make this kind of comparative studies and we don't feel that like it's going to make a huge difference for you, it's not worth making it. Thank you, Crypto. I wrote the question again to clarify my question, as you didn't get the tokenomics name at first. I'm still awake. Okay, mate. Okay. At 1 a.m. Oh, that's very nice. Like you're still there at 1 a.m. Thanks for being here then. Cool. Great. So let's think about 23rd of October to make the meetup. Because anyway, I will have to be there in Paris on 20th itself. I will be there on 19th, I think. 20th is the program. After that, like 23rd, I can make this and then I can come back to Hungary. Fine, perfect. We will let you know very soon about the dates, venues, and everything. And if you have any suggestions, like people who live in Paris, then definitely you can make a suggestion. And if you know any place like where we can make it, that's absolutely fine. Probably like, since we are incubated at Central Supelec, we can also ask them, because they have a place in the city center, like where they have a very big hall and they can also arrange food and drink and stuff like that. So we will also ask them once, because we are incubated there. And so they will take care of us also in this one. And it's at the city center of Paris, you know, it's very easy to mobilize in metros, like if we are in the city center. If we make it like in outside of the city, like in University Paris-Saclay or something, it will be very, very horrible to reach there. Because even for me personally, it's like we have to catch a metro and then we have to take 2 buses, because it's in middle of nowhere. Sure. So yeah, any suggestions about the Paris place or something, definitely let me know. We can discuss it and finalize it. I sent a project to Imre in which BCUBE can invest as VC in private sale. I have forwarded to BCUBE investment analyst. I forwarded to BCUBE investment analyst. BCUBE doesn't have any investment analyst as of now. I don't know whom you sent it, but it's okay if you're sent to Imre. we will really discuss about it, because I'm really shocked, like, because we don't have any investment analyst and whom you sent this email to. Imre will speak to me about that. Sure, we will look into that one also. So it's 29 final. I have to buy tickets. Just give me like, okay, I will not make you wait, because I know I travel a lot also, and I know how annoying it is, like, not to give the dates, like when we really have to book the tickets, and it can be very expensive. I know that. I'm really sorry. Give me like 5 days of time. In the beginning of next week, I will confirm it for everybody. How frequently will BCUBE meetings takes place? Because I'm afraid I won't be able to make it to Paris in October. David, you have to make it. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So you have to make it somehow. You have to make it. just fly, or like just walk, or like just hitchhike actually from Germany to Paris. It's possible. I have a friend like who hitchhiked quite recently from Hungary to Gibraltar, and this is nothing like it's like completely this side of Europe. Sure, like we will make like meetings quite frequently, and I would like to make meetings frequently also. Like I would like to meet everybody and keep a personal touch with everybody. But also like we can make it in Hungary. Like if you guys like are planning to come to Hungary to just visit this country, and also you can be at the meetups. Then we can make like a small walk or something around the city. It's a very beautiful city, Budapest. You really have to come here. So we can make something here also, like just like how we made it during the summer. Imre told me he forwarded it to analyst. Okay, analyst is fine, but investment analyst, I was thinking. Now I don't know whether he's a ghost analyst. Okay, we'll travel by bicycle indicator then. Sure, definitely. Still, we are having autumn. It's not winter yet, so you can risk it. Perfect. I think everything is fine, and let's concentrate on releasing the new features, new bots, and everything next week. And today we are working on actually back testing this new BNB scalp bot. Then I will be also sharing the back tested results with you. Then we'll also be working on some IT things today and tomorrow. And on Monday, like we will be pushing the things on the production. Okay, until then, take care. Have a nice evening and have a nice weekend. And we will 99% we will try to make it on 23rd October itself for the Paris meetup. So we will all see each other live face to face in Paris on 23rd of October. Till then, we will be always on our Telegram. We'll meet there and we'll speak. Take care, everybody. And thanks for being here. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.